the aftermath of my decluttering. Oh man, I have to make all of this disappear by the 1st. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. But like, can we talk about how I used to have like 8 to 10 boxes worth of stuff in storage, and now I have 4? Just 4. Hell yeah. Anyway, today on the docket, we are just going to be putting this in my car so I can take it to my mom's tomorrow. We're going to be donating this stuff. This stuff is going to friends' trash bag full of trash. So let's go ahead and get this donated and all that other fun stuff, and let's get this whole new year, new me ball rolling. I'm tucking into a little bit of breakfast before going out and running my errands. I have chia seeds with coconut milk, some lime squeezed on that, and the best goddamn pineapple I've ever eaten in my entire life. If you're in like the Tacoma or Steilacoom area and can get over to H&L Produce, I highly suggest it. Their pineapples, they're grapefruits, basically everything they have is amazing. So I'm going to tuck into this, get some much needed energy, and go finish this shit, my dudes. Yay, it's all loaded up. So we have all the stuff that I'm going to be donating, stuff for my mom, and I also have specialty recycling. I'm going to be taking this to the recycling facility in town because I've got a lot of time to kill before now, and when I have to go pick up my paycheck, we're gonna go gallivanting all across town together. Hooray! Alright, we're at the thrift store. I'm dropping it off to the local one that benefits developmentally delayed adults. And my fake family actually benefits from this because my fake Uncle Chris is autistic, and he does like a lot of life enriching stuff through this organization. It's actually a little gallery in there, and there's probably a few pieces of his in there. So yep, I kind of just go between this place and the one that benefits the Humane Society in the area. So time to drop this stuff off. And we're back to the super messy room. I got a little bit of shopping done while I was out doing errands, and I know the irony of this is not lost on me. I just spent like a good 2 weeks decluttering about, I don't know, maybe a third of my stuff out, and here I am buying more stuff. But hey, next year I want to try to lead a more sustainable life, so I'm just kind of getting stocked up for that. I guess I'll show you guys what I got, I guess. We have a co-op in town that I utilized, and I got a whole bunch of low waste, zero waste goodies, and I'm really excited about it. That's my paycheck keys. I needed to replace my toothbrush. This is the one that I already used. It's a bamboo one with recyclable, I think they're recyclable tines. So, yep, and all of this is recyclable, all the packaging. I also got some gloves because I don't want to touch a toilet when I'm cleaning it, and that's like fair trade rubber, recyclable packaging, feeling pretty good about that. I did get 2 reusable pads, and they are in plastic, but you know, if I'm just going to be using these 2, or maybe a third one if I decide to add it, that's going to kind of outstrip the amount that I would pay just for, or the amount that I would produce, even if I just use a couple of pads in a cycle. So excited about that. I also got a little scrubby brush for my plates so I can get away from using sponges, and the head is removable, I think. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get the removable one. Shit. Oh well, I'll figure it out. And I also got a shampoo bar. I'm going to try shampoo bars again. I kind of wanted to make it my personal goal this year to find a shampoo bar that actually works for me, that I don't hate. And then I got some stuff at Trader Joe's. This is not zero low waste. This is just, I'm feeling crappy and I want comfort food. So I got some of their butternut squash mac and cheese, which is amazing. I really love their juicy mango stuff. I'm going to be so sad when I'm not going to be eating this nearly as often because it comes packaged in plastic and I can't find anything like this in bulk in my area. I also got some Cliff Bars, so I have something handy to munch on at work, and some triple ginger brew in a nice reusable bottle. I don't know what I'm going to use this for next, but I'm excited. So yeah, I bought some stuff. Yay me. Now I have to go through and budget what of my tiny paycheck I did get for the rest of the next 2 weeks. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. It is New Year's Eve. What a year, honestly. For me personally, for personal growth and like improvement, it's been a fantastic year. But on a more global scale, outside of my own personal bubble, 2017 has been terrible. Oh my God. No, especially being in the United States this year is just wholly embarrassing and awful and just, ugh. So I'm like really conflicted about this year. However, I do want to start off 2018 like perfectly because I'm an idealist like that. So I've got about 6 hours before I have to be at work, and in that time I'm going to try to get my room as perfect as possible. For me, my living space highly influences my mood and my emotions, how I view the world and everything like that. For years my room has literally been just like a mess, like ever since, well, pretty much I was a child, and it was only during periods of time where my mental health was excellent that like things were pristine. And so like my room's been clean the past few months more than it has been in the past like 6 years. So I'm hoping that like I can keep my room clean and everything way more often during 2018 and just, you know, be a functional human and enjoy my life, because, you know, I've been here for 24 years. I haven't really enjoyed much of it. So I kind of want to change that. Yeah, anyway, enough with the chatting. Let's get to scooting everything out of my room and making it perfect. So today's plan is to get everything that needs to go back in storage, back to where it's supposed to be, recycle the excess boxes. This stuff, obviously I'm going to take out some trash, but this stuff is going to go to a friend, but they're really sick right now, so I can't drop it off. So I guess I'll just put that in storage as well. You know, put away my folded laundry. And I want to get my futon to actually be on top of my bed type thing. So once that's all done, I'm going to just do a deep clean, get everything perfect, and it's going to be beautiful. All right, so things got a little complicated, as they do in my house. So I spent the majority of my day running around. I've got about an hour before work. I managed to clear out everything. I got my old dresser out of the garage. And yeah, all I really have to do is just vacuum, wipe down surfaces, kind of just tidy things to where they look nice, and rearrange, and we'll be good. And I'm so excited. Yas, let's do this. And ta-da! This is what it looks like. My entryway is still a mess because, you know, this is my landing spot and it's right before work, so I have like all my work stuff out. Yeah. My closet is like virtually empty. There's nothing on my floor except for my bed. My room echoes now, which is really impressive because it's so small. I moved my dresser out here. There's nothing in here, but I have it so I can keep all my distracting things away from my bed. So I've got my phone and everything else and some other stuff, and my bed, which is now super cozy, and then all of this stuff which you guys have seen before. If you guys want to have like a more in-depth room tour, I'd be totally chill with doing that. Before I started this, I actually took a Polaroid of what my room looked like, so I have something to remember it by, and I just took one now, so yeah. Plus, check out my little happy zone. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm feeling so good. I've got to go to work. I'm gonna finish the night. I'm gonna come home, and I'm gonna ring in the new year. And hopefully 2018 is a lot better year globally. And hopefully I continue this trend of self-growth. Honestly, thank you guys so much for everything that you have contributed to my channel over the past year. We're coming up on a year of me uploading tomorrow, as in, you know, January 1st. But by the time this uploads, it's gonna be past that date, but whatever. So thank you guys so much for a wonderful first year. I really appreciate it. My channel would be nothing without you folks. And yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Today, I am burdened with glorious purpose. I am making my own laundry detergent because why not? I'm trying to move forward in 2018 as being a more sustainable person, and my kind of focus for this month is really evaluating how much waste I produce and how much I can cut that down, since, you know, we only got one Earth. I'm only one of like almost 8 billion people. It's kind of selfish for me to be trashing the Earth. let's figure something out. So before we can get started on that, I have to actually go pick up another box of washing soda, and I have to go and thrift a box grater and a large mixing container. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to find a jar that's gonna be able to hold all the powder without having to, like, you know, shuffle that around too much. But anyway, let's just go ahead and do that. Don't forget your canvas bags. Let's go shopping. Well, I didn't have any luck finding either a box grater or a really big glass jar at either of the local places, but I have been meaning to get a mug for a while, and I wanted to get one that feels good in the hand, and so I found one, and it was $2, and it's hand thrown, and I really like the color, and it's just very substantial, and I can't wait to, you know, drink some wonderful tea out of this. It's gonna be great. But since I still want to exhaust all of my options for secondhand buying, I'm going to go to the dreaded place, aka Goodwill. I don't necessarily support their business practices because they are a for-profit organization that doesn't really have to pay anything for their inventory, and they're just generally, Goodwill's just a crappy place. But they do have the best selection in town, unfortunately. So, you know, if I can't find anything there, I'm going to have to, like, buy new or wait until later, which I can't really do because I gotta do laundry tomorrow. Anyway, at this point, I'm rambling, putting off going to Goodwill. Let's go. Success! I managed to get everything that I needed today, plus, like, a mug, which is hella cool. I've been needing that for a while. The jar isn't here, but it's pretty big. Someone was using it to store their dog food before they donated it, so I had to go ahead and wash that because otherwise it would be stinky. So I have baking soda in recyclable packaging and 2 boxes of washing soda in recyclable packaging. I also have 2 little things of essential oil. This one I kind of feel bad about buying because it has like a whole bunch of plastic on this. This one is smaller, it has less plastic. If you're wondering, I got lemon and kind of like a cedar firwood kind of scent. And then I have 2 bars of cast-out all-purpose soap, unscented, in recyclable paper. I guess while I'm waiting for the frickin' jar to dry, I'm going to be grating both of these dudes on my new box grater. Yay, my arm is going to be super buff after this. All right, let's get this party started. I've got my huge jar and my grated soap. The recipe that I'm using is from Zero Waste Memoirs, so if you need to find out specifics or anything, you can check it out there. I'll have it linked below. Let's see, I need about 2 pounds baking soda. This has 4 pounds in there, so I'm gonna try to get half of that out. I don't have a scale. Don't really care, just gonna kind of eyeball this. Yeah, that's about half the box. And this says that you need 7 pounds of super washing soda, but I only have 6.5 pounds or something like that, almost 7 pounds. So I'll just use both of these boxes. Oh man, I actually hope I have enough space in here. I'm going to add in the essential oils before we get started with this soap and just give it a nice mix around. I'm going to add 10 drops of lemon and 20 drops of this cedary type stuff. All right, I think that should be enough. Just gonna give this a good mix. It does smell very lemony fresh. And now onto the soap. See, I'm gonna try to shift a little bits that are down there first. And if I time this right, we can just, there we go. Awesome. And if they had like a size up from this at Goodwill, I would have bought that jar, but they didn't. So more mixing in a very, very tight space with limited range of movement. I used this side of my grater, by the way, to grate the soap because I wanted it to be kind of like really flaky and thin so it would dissolve easily in water. Because I use both hot and cold water for my laundry depending on what I'm washing, and I wanted something that would dissolve in both temperatures. This seems to be a pretty good method, just leveraging up from underneath. So I just inverted and shook this bad boy, and seems to have incorporated everything pretty well. I'll just have to keep shaking it as I use it up. There is my laundry detergent for what I'm assuming is going to be the next year, and maybe then some, because you're only really supposed to use about a tablespoon or 2 or maybe even 3 of this stuff, and there's a lot here. Hello guys, so it's the 4th. I am on call today, which is exasperating. It's like the most stressful day off of work I've ever had. I'm just waiting for my manager to call and be like, oh, we actually need you. And I don't know when I'll be in the clear to go off and do my things, because today I really need to do my laundry. I don't have a day off from work until the 11th, and I normally do laundry at my mom's on the evenings, which is the time that I work. And so I'm kind of up a creek with no paddle. I really want to try out my new laundry soap, but I'll have to do that later today. I have to be patient. Ugh. My impatientness actually wore off today. Yes. I went ahead, called my manager. She was like, oh yeah, we don't need you at all. So I'm in the clear. Let's do some laundry. Before we do that though, I'm gonna be really bored. So which book should I bring? I have a lot of them. I actually just bought these 3 and they arrived today. Yes, I am buying more stuff. However, at least in this case of this book, this is one that I know that I will reread frequently. And these 2 have been out of the library for literally months. And there's no room on the waiting list for them. So I was like, hell, I'll just buy them. So let's see, should I do Lagom? The Swedish Art of Living a Balanced Happy Life, the Book of Hygge, Goodbye Things, or the one that I'm currently reading and probably should finish, Adulting. I think we're going to take Adulting. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Just in case though, I think I'm going to take the Lagom book because I want to learn a little bit more about Swedish culture, because I'm like a quarter Swedish, so yeah. I'm going to go ahead, strip all the sheets off of my bed, and actually kind of put this somewhere to kind of air out, since it is on the floor all the time, and the room that I'm in is not really weather tight completely, so it gets really, really humid in here, so I don't want any mold to happen under the mattress. So let us do that, and then off to the laundromat to test out my new stuff. Yay! All right, we're back home. Errands are run. Laundry is washed. I actually went to the co-op to pick up a few things. But yeah, I am really, really happy to say that the laundry detergent works really, really, really well. Now I'm extremely happy with this. I used some distilled white vinegar with some lemon essential oil in there as my fabric softener. I think I used a little too much though. While I was there though, I actually had a look inside my Camelback, and I'm surprised that I'm not dead about how much mildew is growing in the stem. So I got a straw because that's the only way I could get a little straw cleaner. Unfortunately, this does have plastic, but I'm pretty sure that's nylon 4, which may be biodegradable to some extent. But what makes me even happier is I found bulk dried mango. I am super stoked about this. I haventle had any yet. I only got a little amount because I don't know if I like it yet or not. But yeah, crowning accomplishment of the day. Also, the Lagom book is amazing. I've been really enjoying it. So I'm just going to put all this stuff away, get my bed back to where it's supposed to be, and enjoy my evening.